Good evening, I'm Kevin Christopher.
And I'm Haley Harmon, in tonight for Nancy Cox. Thanks for joining us at 6. Police in Bath County are searching for a man they consider very dangerous, calling him a violent offender.
Corey Bumby faces several charges, including the rape of a child. Connor McHugh is in Owingsville with this developing story.
Kentucky State Police say Corey Bumby was long gone this morning when they showed up at his home to arrest him. Since then, they've searched a number of neighboring counties, but have had no luck finding him. Bumby is wanted for rape, sodomy, and unlawful imprisonment of a child. Troopers say they received a complaint about it early this morning, and Bumby was gone several hours later. Bumby was last seen where he lives in the Ridge Road area just outside of downtown. Owingsville police posted to Facebook that at the time it appeared he was headed toward Highway 60. He was wearing a black hat, gray shirt, and khaki pants, according to officers. Troopers say he should be considered dangerous, and if you see him, call 911.
Well, as I got home, and searched the house, I was out of the house when got word about it, so I went in and checked everything out, and then got my weapon and put it out. And hopefully I don't need it, but, plan to defend myself if I need to. So.
State police say the victim in this case was taken to the hospital for injuries related to this incident. The child is expected to be okay. Covering the news in Bath County from the LEX8 T-Mobile Newsroom. Back to you.
Connor, thank you. To Scott County now. A Georgetown man is in jail tonight, accused of beating his caregiver to death yesterday.
It happened on Markham Drive, and Georgetown police say this isn't the first time they've been to that home. Jacqueline Nye spoke with some neighbors, and she has the LEX18 big story at 6.
Denise Hamilton was a caregiver. Last night, she was found dead in her Georgetown home.
And it happened too close to comfort for me. It was really close.
Hunter Moore told Georgetown police that God had spoken to him and told him to beat the demons out of Hamilton. Moore told police he took a bat, went downstairs, and hit Hamilton in the head, arms, and knees. One neighbor says when she got a call something had happened in her neighborhood, she got scared knowing her husband was home alone.
It kind of spooked me, and I hurried up and come home, and they had this road blocked from the corner to so far up this road and wouldn't let me through to even check to see if he was all right.
Neighbors tell us Moore was unpredictable, and most were terrified of him. They say just this past Sunday, Moore took clocks and guitars from inside his home and smashed them in the middle of the street. Neighbors also say Moore would stand in the driveway talking to trees, and that he's the reason most of them had alarm systems in their homes.
I don't know him. I just see him around. He walks around, or he's riding his bike or a skateboard.
Moore is being held in the Scott County Jail. Covering the news in Scott County, Jacqueline Nye, LEX18 News.
Georgetown police say since February, they were called a total of 66 times to Markham Drive. 5 of those times were calls related to Hunter Moore.
Well, this summer, a jury found Quincinio, Canada, not guilty of killing Lexington Marine Jonathan Price. The jury then stayed divided when it came to DeJuan Mulazem. Neither are the verdicts prosecutors were hoping for, but today, both of those men were still sentenced to decades in prison. Carolina Buchek explains.
Well, today's sentencing ended pretty quickly. The judge followed the jury's recommendation for both Quincinio, Canada and DeJuan Mulazem. But if you remember, the jury never returned a verdict for Mulazem when it came to the charges stemming from the Austin City saloon shooting. And that means he can be retried. And today, the prosecutor said that's exactly what they intend to do.
Canada got 50 years in prison for robbing 3 people at the Quality Inn in 2014. He was also sentenced to 20 years in Louisville for a different robbery, bringing his total prison time to 70 years. He could still be charged for other robberies as well, but he was acquitted for the murder of Jonathan Price, so he won't face those charges again. But Mulazem will. He already got 60 years for robbery charges, but prosecutors say they've gotten permission from the Price family to try him for the Marine's murder again.
Because the Commonwealth is aware of the facts of the case and aware of the actions of Mr. Canada and Mr. Mulazem, it really was not a difficult decision.
So both men will be back in court in September, and that is when more decisions will be made about whether they face more charges and how many exactly. Covering the news in Lexington from the LEX8 T-Mobile Newsroom, back to you.
A man who's been charged in the shooting death of a Frankfort woman was back in court this morning. Michael Burke has the latest about Derek Garton from the Franklin County Courthouse.
The family of Meg Smith did not want to comment, and rightfully so. They remain incredibly emotional over what happened, and that emotion is only compounded when they have to see Derek Garton, which they did today here inside Franklin Circuit Court. Derek Garton didn't say much as he appeared in Circuit Court 2 weeks after being indicted on a murder charge. His attorney, Kristen Gonzalez, entered his not guilty plea during this morning's arraignment. Garton was indicted in the shooting death of Meg Smith after a family member found her body inside her Frankfort home. He then led Franklin County Sheriff's deputies and KSP troopers on a chase across several counties over the course of several days. He finally surrendered at Lexington's Bryan Station Inn on July 6th, tossing his weapons out the window before coming outside peacefully. He had admitted to killing Smith in a Facebook posting, which will likely make this case that much more challenging for the Public Defender's Office. Garton was ordered to remain in custody on his present bond. Next up for Garton will be the pretrial hearing. Covering the news in Franklin County from the LEX 18 mobile newsroom, let's send it back to you.
The Kentucky teen accused of a mass shooting that killed 2 students and wounded 14 other people had a court hearing today. 16-year-old Gabriel Parker faced a courtroom packed with family and friends of victims in the January attack at Marshall County High School. Today's status hearing discussed the mountain of evidence in the case. Prosecutors say they need more time to review it. They also expressed worries about the security of surveillance video. Another hearing will be held in March, and the judge hopes to set a trial date at that time.
Well, this morning, students, parents, and faculty went back to Boyle County High School, but it's not time for the start of school just yet. They were there to complete a training exercise that has been in the works for months. Tiffany Jackson has this story.
It's the kind of training you hope you'll never have to use.
30 years ago, this wouldn't have even entered our mind. Wouldn't have even entered our mind, but all of us know now that it's reality.
Lock down. A gunman walking into a high school and opening fire is that reality.
Marshall County, Kentucky, perfect example.
More than 100 students signed up for the exercise. One of them recently spoke to Marshall County High School students about their experience. She says the realistic drill today gave her a small sample of what Marshall County went through.
Being in there, it really put it into perspective to me, how scary and how serious, the whole thing is.
It was 50 minutes from the time the shooter entered the building to when the school was clear. Sheriff Derek Robbins says first responders focused on making sure anyone who was hurt was taken care of, even if they didn't know where the gunman was.
Once we got a team going to actively look for the shooter, we got with our tactical paramedics, and we were going in and covering them while they were trying to evacuate students as quick as possible so that they're not laying in there for 50 minutes until the scene was safe, bleeding out.
Set up the tables around us, barricade us, and we sat there and waited for them to cut the sheriffs and policemen to come in and get us out.
Officials say they have some things to work on, but overall the drill was a success.
And the students just did, I can't begin to tell you what a great job they did, how cooperative they were.
Covering the news in Boyle County, Tiffany Jackson, LEX 18 News.
We are tracking one thunder shower that is just exiting out of the Louisville Metro, headed into Shelby and Spencer counties. It'll die well before Highway 127. We were looking at a couple of other showers earlier that moved through Scott and Harrison County. See them fire up and then die off almost as quickly. May see a similar scenario tomorrow. Future track for this evening. Well, it looks good for us. We will enjoy a nice summer evening out there. Your night looks good except for a little fog potential as we head toward morning. Beyond that, we are looking at a day tomorrow where we'll see more sun. It'll be hot. It'll be humid. Could we see a thunder shower try and pop up? Yeah, we could. Most of us will not see them, though, and will enjoy a terrific Saturday. Temperatures now are running in the mid-80s pretty much everywhere you look. Enough humidity out there that you notice it. Your Saturday shapes up like a dandy. Upper 60s to start, low 80s with the sound of lawnmowers by the middle of the day on our way to a high close to 90. We'll talk about that and your Sunday in a couple minutes.
We needed a weekend like this. Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Bill.
All right, stick with us. Coming up, an organization that helps parents with affordable housing and child care needs. They need your help as we get ready for the start of a new school year.
How you can help One Parent Scholar House. Next on LEX 18 News at 6.